YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Yana, and today I thought I'd show you all the plants that I've gotten from Ecquagenera in the past couple of days. Sorry for the light, but I wanted to film this video while it was nice and sunny. But like I was saying, I wanted to show you all my plant babies from Ecquagenera. I think I've had these for a week now, so they're doing pretty good. Some of them are in water-grown roots because I cut the roots off because they were dry, and then others are already potted up. Meanwhile, this Thai constellation leaf keeps, I don't know if it's the bun or the leaf, but one of them is not doing so well. Although it is, if you can see, growing this new leaf for me. I think this is the third leaf that it's given me this growing season, so I'm really excited. But anyway, back to the video. So this haul is just philodendrons and antheriums, and I think I'll start with the antheriums. So the first antherium is this Queen Antherium. She had 3 leaves when she arrived to my house, but they were really yellowed, so I just plucked them off. And this leaf has been doing pretty well. We haven't had any yellowing or any crisping or anything, so I think she's doing good. And I believe this is where the new leaf will grow. We haven't had any developments yet, but she's doing pretty well. Like I said, no crisping or anything. You can get a closer look. Yeah, she's doing pretty well. And then I got a philodendron. Lord have mercy. I got an Antherium Forgetty Eye. This is not the white stripe one. There. You can see that the veining's not as prominent. They do have a white stripes where the veining is more silver. This one came with 2 leaves. And it's growing a lot of roots, as you can see in there. So I'm happy it's establishing itself. And there's another growth point in here that I can see that's in the sheath. So this one's doing well as well. But this is a huge Forgetty Eye leaf. There, that's better. Most of the time, the last time I had a Forgetty Eye, the leaves were really tiny, so this one was a nice size. But see all the roots that are developing in there? But these plants have done really well. I think I got one more Antherium. This is the Antherium Regali. You can see that. It's a nice size. It only came with 1 leaf, but then it has a growth point in here. This one had nice roots. Like all the Antheriums that came had really nice white chunky roots that I was very happy with. This plant is very beautiful. I'm not sure why it's growing, the leaf is going that way, so I'll have to rotate it because I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's like every day it's like facing that way even more, but look at that stump on that plant. Yeah, here's the Regali. There. It's a pretty big size. The Antheriums came in really good condition, like I was saying. I was very surprised because sometimes they don't ship too well. And so let's show you all my philodendrons. The first philodendron I got was this Varicosum. And this was listed as Varicosum number 2. This is the more like rippled one. You could probably see better on this leaf. This leaf was unfurling during shipping, so that's why it has you know, more damage. There's another leaf. And a grow point. I don't know when this one's gonna open. I'm not sure if it will, but it looks pretty good. I was nervous for Varicosums because they're notoriously known for not shipping well, but this one did pretty good. I was very surprised. Especially after watching the Legends of Monstera's video about Varicosums. And he was talking about how they're like really terrible at shipping. So I did get a Varicosum Amazonis, and this one was a smaller size, but that's how that one looks. I currently have it in water because it just had like a really long stem and then like 3 leaves at the top, but this one has like a new growth point. And that's what it looks like. And then, so I chopped the long stem and then it's growing new roots. So I'm really excited that it's growing new roots. And then here's the bottom portion, because the bottom portion had a lot of good roots. So I just chopped, basically just cut it in half. And now this one, you can see, it has a new growth point here. So I'm really excited. So I'm gonna have a fuller plant when this is done. There you go. So that's how it was. It was like this. So you can see how that would have looked really dumb. So I chopped it in half so that I would have more plant. I feel like I should have cut into more pieces, but this should be okay. But I'm really happy that, you know, they're both growing. So I have a fuller plant. And then I got this Soderoy affinis. It doesn't have that much silver because I'm not sure what this is mixed with, what hybrid this is. But affinis, or affiliate as people say, it just means it's a Soderoy look-alike. And this was the new leaf that came out. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a new leaf, this little growth here, or I think these are roots down here. These points here, I think these are roots. But yeah, this plant is doing good as well. This one came in good condition. I didn't have to put it in water or anything. It was ready to be potted. I would love to have, you know, a pure version of a Soderoy, but those plants are so expensive. They're like $100 and some odd, and I think I saw one for like $168 and that was on sale, but we might have to just stick with the Affinis for now. And so the next one, this was on my wish list before I made my wish list video, but this is the Philodendron squamochali. It's another fuzzy petiole plant. And so you see it has the fuzzies here and the fuzzy all along the stem. And the fuzz starts here. It's like a kind of like a neon-y green, and then it moves to like a pink when it goes to the back of the leaf. See that? It's such an interesting plant. And then that's the front. It's not velvet or anything, but it is really like smooth here, and then it gets very textured in the middle. And then it has those pink veins on the front and the back. It's so pretty. But this one has a new leaf and we're growing roots. So I might, when this grows more roots, because it's not growing roots at the bottom node, it's growing roots here and here, so I might chop it so I can have a fuller plant, but we'll see. It's so beautiful. I definitely wanted this one. This one and the serpents. I'm still waiting to get the serpents, but I don't know if I'll get that one this year. But this is the squamochali. I'm so happy that the roots are growing on here. And then the last one is this squammy petiolatum. This one has the softest leaves. Like, it's kind of like satin. And I was really nervous for this plant because I think it came with like 5 leaves or so, and they were all just like kind of shriveled. So I stuck this in water, and I have a new growth point at the bottom. There, right there. And then it's also growing little roots, if you can see that. So this one should be fine as well. I'm pretty sure this tip dried out though, but that's okay. As long as it's growing new roots, it should be fine. But this one's so soft. And I'm not sure if this one will be as furry. It does look like it develops a little bit, but yeah, those are all my plants that I got from Ecquagenera. I think I'm supposed to be getting the El Chaco Red. That one's on the way. A Monstera subpinnata. And Antherium metallicum. And I think that's all the ones that I ordered from Ecquagenera. I think that's it. Yeah. And then that order that was supposed to come from the UK, that's gonna have to be its own separate video because I am just disappointed with that seller. We're just gonna have to talk about that in another video. Yeah, so disappointing. And then I also want to do an update on my Fibrosum. I ended up chopping it up a little bit more, and I was trying a propagation method by Caitlin from Plant Life on the Tropics. I don't know, I don't think it's gonna work, but I just wanted to try it anyway since it was so much stem on that plant. But look, it's finally grown roots. I'm so excited. This one has a lot longer of a root, but once this gets about 2 to 3 inches, I'm gonna pot this up, and I'm so excited. It's finally got roots coming. Yeah. It should be ready to be potted up by next week, I think. And it's weird, I think I just chopped this up last Tuesday, and then it developed roots that fast. And I think it's because the stem was really dried out, so I don't think the water was able to travel up the stem, because I had those in water for like 2 weeks and there was like no root development. But as soon as I chopped it, it started developing roots. So sometimes you might just have to chop your plant a little bit further if you see that it's not developing roots. Maybe the stem might be dry, so you might have to, you know, just force a little bit more growth, or try to chop it where the stem is more, let me see if I can. See, the stem looks like it was a little like dry. So maybe that's why it wasn't developing roots. Ooh, I think that might be a new root. This might be a new root. I don't remember seeing that before. This light, man. There you go. I think that might be a new root. I might have to do a video on this if it works. But if you check out Caitlin's channel, she has a video on how she does this. I think she calls it the wet stick experiment. But I basically just chopped up a whole bunch of stems to see if it would work. So yeah, those are all my babies. Again, Here's a Fibrosum that I had delivered in my last order. Growing beautiful roots. I can't wait to pot this one up. Again, with the green fuzzy stems, you can see that there's a pattern. I love fuzzy stems. Here's a squammy petiolatum. This was the one I was most worried about, but since it's growing roots, I think it'll be okay. We have the squamochali, also growing roots in 2 sections. Super excited for this. I think that one might be my favorite. We have the Soderoy affinis. The Varicosum amazonis. 2 parts of that one. And then we have the Varicosum number 2. Theirs are listed by numbers. It's the Varicosum. They have a Varicosum number 2. They have the Varicosum number 5, which they say is the El Chaco red. And then they have the Varicosum amazonis. I think, oh, they have a Varicosum giganteum, which that one can't be delivered. You have to go pick that one up, I believe. And then here again are my antheriums. Here's a Forgetty Eye, not the white stripes. The Antherium, the Queen Antherium. And then the Regali. Beautiful. So my antheriums, they didn't yellow or anything, and they didn't drop any leaves, so I think they acclimated pretty well here. So yeah, those are all my plants. When I get the other ones, I'll show you those. And so I have the couple more coming from Ecquagenera. And I think I just have New Life Tropicals. I think those are the only plants I'm waiting on. And New Life Tropicals, they just started shipping their plants again like a couple weeks ago, and they started out with the more hardier plants, and now they're shipping the other orders from oldest to newest. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to get those plants, but when I do, I'll show you those as well. I think those are the only plants I ordered, and I think that's it. It was funny because like after the day after I put out my wishlist plants, I saw the El Chaco had restocked on Ecquagenera, so I ordered it. And then I started finding all my other wishlist plants, like the Monstera subpinnata. So it was like weird. Like I put my wishlist plant video out in the universe, and then they all just started like rolling in. It was so funny. But I think the only one left on my list for this year is the Monstera Pina Partita, and I think that's it. Oh my gosh. And then I had the chance to buy a Monstera Ecquagenera from Facebook's Time to Purge and Splurge, but I didn't get it because I had just bought the Metallica. No, it wasn't the Metallica. It was the Monstera subpinnata, so I was like, I can't be greedy and get both, but next year maybe I'll get the Monstera Ecquagenera, because I'll insert a picture and show you how beautiful that plant is, and it's very rarely sold, so maybe next year. But yeah, I want to sign off. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.